can throw at it. It's very harmonious, smooth and approachable to drive. I felt safe pushing hard almost immediately. Maybe it could be more unhinged, but this way it gives you the bandwidth to fully enjoy the star of the show. The last ever outing of Bugatti's remarkable 8-litre quad-turbo W16 engine.
Finding the right linen shirt with matching chinos.
Horse and can barely speak. What's it like? What do you think? You must have driven it.
Yeah, I'm a little bit jealous because you're doing it actually before me. I'll drive it for the first time tomorrow. I mean, just the G-forces. Just so outside of my level of competence. It's a race car, a track car. You know, I can't come anywhere near what this car can do. But someone like Andy and, you know, our professional race drivers, they are the right people to give feedback on such a car.
Yeah. And so you've been in the passenger seat.
Yeah.
What did you think? How did you think it compared to a... Sorry, that's it, just going past outside. How did it compare to a Chiron for you?
I mean, just the G-forces that you can generate with this car, it's like far beyond any kind of road car that you can, anywhere experience. Plus, I think what's really special about it is the combination of usability. Like you have ESP, ABS, all-wheel drive. In a race car, it generates tons of downforce.
Yeah. And did you, from the start, you wanted it to have traction and ABS? You just thought it'll make it more manageable for the customers?
Yeah, I think two things that are really special about this car. I mean, of course, the W16, but that's a given. But on one side, it's a car with incredible performance for the track, but it's also for people who don't have so much track experience. So they can feel safe approaching the limit. Like it won't kill you. Has four-wheel drive, ABS, ESP. You can adjust all of it. It's safe to use, and someone who doesn't have so much experience can go really fast without feeling intimidated. And the other thing about it is also what was actually there are these fascinating things, but quality. Like one of our partners in this project was the Lara, and they are amazing at. Actually, the hardest thing for this project is to make it a Bugatti in terms of details and quality. Like one of our partners in this project was the Lara, and they are amazing at building race cars. And if you look at race cars, there are these fascinating things, but it's not a Bugatti. Like usually carbon fiber for these kind of cars is very different from road cars. Like it has less layers, it's VV and so on. And when we did this thing, a race car with the performance of a race car and the level of quality that we as Bugatti expect and our customers expect, that was difficult.
Yeah. And is that why the weight's gone up a bit? Because I know initially when you first announced it, it was going to be 1,250 kilos. It's gone to 1,450 and probably more than that now. Is that what's caused that? Just that focus on getting the quality is good?
Well, I think it's physics in the end, because when it was initially shown as a concept, it was just an idea. Nobody really did any...
I thought it was a Vision Gran Turismo car when you first announced it.
Yeah, it was kind of like that. I think the designers went a bit crazy at that time and did some crazy project that they thought would never happen. Then we actually made it happen. So of course, between that and making it reality, there's a long way.
Yeah, you could have pulled the plug on this and gone, that's a silly idea, but you decided not to because it's not a silly idea.
No, it wasn't a silly idea at all. I think it's amazing. And Bugatti didn't produce a race car for a long, long time, for decades. So I think this is exactly what the Bugatti race car should be. Like, this crazy, raw, bonkers thing with the W16 smashed into a very small, car around it. So basically what we did was take a Chiron Supersport, strip out everything outside of the powertrain and just squeeze everything else to the end. Absolutely